United States, especially the Muslim immigrants, that the first expectation, follow the rules of the land when you come here. Period. End of story. And Steve, I want you to give your example, because we were talking about this backstage, because some people try to misuse biblical scripture to justify open borders. Just so we are clear, the idea of borders comes from scripture. The idea of boundaries and barriers comes from the Bible. But most importantly, whenever the Bible talked about immigration, it talked about assimilation to the laws and the customs and the traditions of the nation of Israel. And this is the most important thing. We are a very welcoming and generous nation, but we should not put up with people that come to the United States, especially the Muslim immigrants that
of the World Trade Center. Many thought it was a terrible accident, but just 17 minutes later, at 9:03 a.m., United Airlines Flight 175 struck.
To interrupt you right now.
Sorry.
Richard Hack, thank you very much. We appreciate the book is called Hughes. We want to go live right now and show you a picture of the World Trade Center, where I understand, do we have it? No, we do not. We have a breaking story, though. We're going to come back with that in just a moment. First, this is Today on NBC.
As mentioned, we have a breaking news story to tell you about. Apparently, a plane has just crashed into the World Trade Center here in New York City. It happened just a few moments ago, apparently. We have very little information available at this point in time, but on the phone, we do have Jennifer Oberstein, who apparently witnessed this event. Jennifer, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, can you please tell me what you saw and to give me any information about what's going on there?
Yes, I have to tell you, it's quite terrifying. I'm in shock right now. I came out of the subway at Bowling Green. I was heading to work in Battery Park at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, and I come out, and I heard a boom, looked up, and there was a big ball of fire. I'm now looking north at the World Trade Center, and it is the left Twin Tower if I'm looking north. I'm in Battery Park right now, and you...
Osama bin Laden in Afghanistan received word that the day of the attack had been finalized, September 11th. As for the hijackers, they had set their targets by this day and were moving into place. Several, including team leader Mohammed Atta, prepared to wire unused cash back to al-Qaeda bank accounts. One of them, Mohan al-Shiri, calls United Airlines on this day to correct the spelling of his name on his September 11th reservation record. All 19 of the hijackers were in the U.S. on legal visas, issued in their true names with no real background check.
And Israel shines a lot brighter when you contrast it with the barbarism and the, how do I put this? I was going to say a word I shouldn't say on radio. The disgusting behavior, that's being very sweet, the butchery of its neighbors. For anyone that has eyes to see and ears to hear and actually reads the Hadith and reads parts of the Quran, you know that conquest is an Islamic value.
Americans are asking, why do they hate us? They hate what they see right here in this chamber, a democratically elected government. Their leaders are self-appointed. They hate our freedoms, our freedom of religion, our freedom of speech, our freedom to vote and assemble and disagree with each other.
Right, I'm saying the solution is very difficult because the people of Gaza have shown that they are incapable of self-government.
Sure.
Incapable. That when they are given self-government, it becomes a terrorist hotbed, and it becomes a nightmare for the Jewish people, and war ensues. So I don't know.
And President Trump has just put out this new video. It was a short clip, but, you know, it captured a lot of people's attention because while he did reiterate everything that he essentially said last weekend about, you know, going in guns a-blazing and warning the Nigerian government to get its act together when it comes to fighting insecurity and this alleged Christian genocide, there was a sense of urgency in this video that President Trump posted. I mean, it seemed like some sort of pre-recorded remarks that were potentially done at the White House, but, you know, the video was to the point. He was very direct. And then on top of that, you have this new reporting as we just, you know, as you just played from the New York Times, that lays out the, the three different variations of how the U.S. plans to intervene militarily in Nigeria if they do decide to go that route. And I think that, you can kind of look at the U.S.'s response as very, it seems very created to, and it's very clear. It's just a very clear-cut plan that they have established. And when you juxtapose that with what we've heard from the Nigerian government, we did hear from President Tinubu today for the first time speaking about this. It's not as clear what the Nigerian government intends to do. I mean, we know that we have repeatedly denied these allegations that a Christian genocide is taking place, but we have yet to get a clear sense from the government as to how we do plan to fight insecurity, because as we know, it does affect Nigerians, both Muslim and Christians alike. So,
democratic socialist, he's not. He's a socialist. He's closer to a communist. He said it. He's on the record saying he wants to put as many socialists in power. So
Brooklyn should hear it. The Bronx should hear it. Queens should hear it. Say it as if the Ummah depends on this, my brothers and sisters. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Muhammadan Rasulullah. There is no God worthy of worship except Allah,